Hi there, my name is Brian Garrity, producer of the Sexperts podcast, along with my good friend who keeps me tied down in his basement, Matt Cole. He let me come up for air this week to do the intro, and I'm going to nail it. Before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to our special guest, Hilary Stallings. Hilary is an kick-ass actress and comedian who performs in the Hampton Roads area. She's a member of the Improv Riot teams at Push Comedy Theater. They perform the last Friday of every month at 8 o'clock. Be sure to check her out. It's a great show. Speaking of shows, at the Push Comedy Theater, Saturday, May 26th, Matt Cole's god-awful improv team, Ravens Hollow County Players, will be making their title defense in Improvageddon, the ultimate improv showdown.
Quoth the Raven, Jamais, jamais bleu. We are Ravens Hollow County Players.
We will now do an interpretive movement.
Scene. Be sure to check them out and be sure to get there early to see their performance art ridiculousness while they perform a wedding out front of the Push Comedy Theater in the plot. I will be there. I'll be the one protesting by lighting myself on fire around the corner. Let's thank Push Comedy Theater for all their support. If you want to learn improv, sketch, or stand-up comedy, check out pushcomedytheater.com. Now, without any further ado, catch the next episode of Sexperts.
Turn on your computer, dial up the web, download some information into your head. It's Dr. John and Delilah, they're having a great time. Data to do it simply true, we're the Sexperts.
And we're recording, and intro music, and hi there, welcome to the Sexperts. I am your host, Dr. John T. Alaniz, CPM.
And I'm Delilah Haydair, whaler.
Whaler, that's right. And speaking of whales, we are actually right now sipping rum on the bay. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
I'm not a whaler. I'm in the band The Whalers.
Wait, what?
I'm in the band The Whalers.
Are you quitting Sexperts?
No, but I'm moonlighting as the first white whaler.
Oh, goddamn. Okay, well, besides being hugely famous for being the first white whaler, we are the Sexperts. We are your Sexperts. You're enjoying that a lot, aren't you, Delilah?
It's been a great tour.
Oh, God. Well, besides being whalers and sitting on the dock of the bay,
Oh, look.
drinking rum.
3 little birds flew by. All right,
Is that a song by the Whalers? Oh, shut up. All right, anyways, we're here to talk to you about sex. Sipping on rum kind of gets us in the mood. We're here to answer your questions, okay? Talk about the topics that you want to talk about, all the controversial topics, everything from holding hands to kissing to unzipping to lipping, sipping, dipping.
Yeah, how could we go through life knowing everything there is to know about sex and being good at all of it and not sharing it with other people?
It's a curse and a blessing.
And a gift.
And before we get too chatty, by the way,
Look at us.
this is the Chesapeake Bay, by the way, correct? Because we are somehow in New Jersey, but we still have the Chesapeake Bay.
Yeah, it goes way up there.
Oh, yeah. Way up there. Let's get to our talk of the day. And this is actually sent to one of our listeners, who's actually one of our Patreon supporters, and he has posted in our special Facebook group. He wants to hear all about STDs. And today's topic of the day is gonorrhea in 60 seconds. Thank you, Simon H. Simon H. wants to talk about gonorrhea in 60 seconds, which is based on the movie Gone in 60 Seconds featuring Nicolas Cage, one of my favorites. He actually won an Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas.
It's like microwave STDs.
Yeah, gonorrhea in 60 seconds. So we're talking about how you can slip up and get gonorrhea in 60 seconds. But again, I don't want to get too chatty because we actually have a very special guest strolling down the beach, walking up the boardwalk. Hi there, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Why don't you introduce yourself to our audience out there?
My name is Larissa Maggiano.
Oh, welcome.
Hi, I'm a world champion bodybuilder and an esthetician.
Wow, that is so good.
Can you use the word esthetician in a sentence?
Yes, I wax people in the vaginal area at my esthetician shop.
Oh my God.
Okay. That clears it up.
Jesus, that is great. And yeah, I was about to say, I don't usually like to comment on people's looks, but I was going to ask you if you're a bodybuilder, because obviously you have a lot of muscles.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Talk to us about what you're wearing, though. How does this accentuate?
I'm wearing a tank top that shows my arms.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing a mini skirt that shows my legs. My tank top is a little bit of a crop top, and it shows off my six-pack abs.
But talk to us about the print on it. It's very unique.
Yes, it has German Shepherds on it. They are my favorite dog. I actually have a little German Shepherd at home, a little puppy.
That is cute. And it's interesting. I'll describe it home. The German Shepherds are bodybuilders themselves. So they're like...
holding dumbbells, doing crunches.
Do you make your dogs do bodybuilding as well?
Actually, I do.
Yeah.
I have a little side business where I train dogs in bodybuilding.
Wow. Are they into it, or is this something you have to force them to do?
Well, at Voice, they aren't really into it, but after about 6 weeks, they get really, really into it, and we give them hot dogs so that they will bodybuild for hot dogs.
I might have to get a business card because I'm in a band called the Whalers, and we have a Lhasa Apso that's just a fat fuck.
Oh, I've never had a Lhasa Apso before.
Yeah, he just sits around smoking weed and eating snack foods.
I would be so interested to see what his muscular profile was after 6 weeks of our program.
Oh, my God.
We would, too. He keeps eating all of our food. So...
I thought there was going to be more of that.
So did I. It's just a snack-related controversy.
Snip snack. Okay. So talk to us about your esthetician. An esthetician is somebody who waxes people? What do you do?
I do waxes and I do facials. And I actually I make my own nail polish.
Oh.
Yeah. And one of my favorite things to do is name the colors of the nail polish.
Oh.
So I actually brought some nail polish with me today. I brought 2 colors that I thought really accentuated you boys' skin tone.
This is great. I love it. Oh, Delilah's giving me a look.
I'm going to need 3.
I thought...
What do you mean?
I'm going to need red, yellow, and green, the Rasta colors.
See, I used to do this all the time. In Sunday school, I grew up in a very small town, and there were only 5 little girls and me. There were no other boys who grew up around me. So they would use me like as their living like doll, and they would paint my nails, put wigs on me, show me how to use tampons. So I'm used to this. So let's go do this. All right, so break out the first nail polish. What we got here?
Okay, I brought you, John, a light blue glitter.
Oh,
and I thought it might be fun if we named them together. That's my favorite thing to do with nail polishes is name the colors. So I thought maybe we could name our colors together.
I see you got a working title though, scrawled in magic marker on the side. What is this all about? It says "fucking bastard." Why? Why is that? Is that a working title? What does that mean?
Oh, you know what? I think I had chosen this color for my ex-boyfriends before I brought it here. Okay. And,
that's fine. We can change it.
Fucking bastard doesn't sound as bad with her accent.
It does.
Fucking bastard.
Oh, I love
it. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from Morristown.
Put this on while you're talking. Here, Delilah, open up.
Morristown, New Jersey.
Morristown?
Yeah, it's kind of near Newark. It's outside of Manhattan.
Oh, great rest stop there.
Yeah,
with a Cinnabon, a Starbucks,
yes,
and an Auntie Anne's. That's a triple whammy.
I love those pretzels.
That's a triple whammy.
I gain 5 pounds every time I stop there.
I gain 5 and lose 5.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, this fucking bastard blue is really fucking bastard.
You should see
blue.
when the Whalers go through that rest.
Okay, let's break out our next one.
Oh, I brought this for Delilah.
Oh, don't try to take off the label. What does that say, Delilah?
Oh,
that says skunk bitch.
Why'd you name it skunk bitch? Why is that a working title?
That was my best friend's color.
Again, doesn't sound as bad with her accent though.
Skunk bitch.
Oh, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad.
Okay, so what is this? I'm actually colorblind, so what is this again?
This is a red.
Oh,
I really
can't see
thought
it.
that
Looks invisible to me.
I was hoping it was a black and white in one stroke.
Okay, let's put that on. Okay. Now this is more of a matte color because I don't see a lot of shine to it.
Yes, it actually has pieces of grass in it.
Oh, I see.
Oh, keep the pieces of grass away from the whalers. They'll smoke your fingertips.
Oh shit! We've been having so much fun coloring each other's nails. We have yet to talk about, speaking of smoking tips, our topic of the day, which is gonorrhea in 60 seconds. And I got to be a PSA
Have
here
you ever
today.
been
If you don't use
Have you ever been on a tour bus?
Yeah.
With someone that has diarrhea?
No. What? Have you?
Yes.
Oh, God.
For about the past 6 months.
Listen, you need to make your own podcast about these adventures. We're not going to waste all our time.
Ooh, Adventures with the Whalers. White whaling.
Just shut up.
Moby Dick.
Do you have more nail polish, by the way?
I do.
Yeah. I got my toesies out.
Oh. Those are the best looking toes I've ever seen. Oh my God. Do you get regular manicures?
No, they're not my feet.
Oh.
I had a horrible accident. And they surgically grafted a minister's feet onto the minister I grew up with. He died in a tragic...
He died so that he may walk.
That is just the sweetest story.
He died in a tragic fire, which burned over 90% of his body, but luckily, the feet.
Fire came from down. Fire came from down.
And in his last words were...
came from high. Whew, I'm high.
His last words were, John, take my feet.
Wait.
Walk on water, John.
What was that minister's name?
Dr. Populus.
Dr. Populus?
Yeah, Dr. Populus, yeah. His name was Dr. Populus.
He was my childhood minister. Are
you serious? Wait, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Morristown. I think he moved down to New Jersey or to Maryland.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Well, he had his own helicopter, if I recall.
He did.
That's what they do a lot of times when they like to do cover-ups there. Let's not talk about that.
I grew up in Mobile, Alabama, so I only got to watch him on TV.
Dr. Populus? Dr. Populus, MPD, Ministry of
So listen, you also talked about shaving vaginal areas.
Oh, please,
And
wait. Speaking of vaginal areas, let's talk about gonorrhea in 60 seconds.
No, I want to talk about Rasta vaginal areas.
Yeah, we do some vajazzling.
Most of the whalers, myself included, guy and gal, dread all the hairs on our body. So we have dreaded pubes. And I'm wondering, do you have the utensils, the gear, the tools that could cut through, pubes that have been dreading for decades?
Yeah, I actually brought them with me today. Would you?
I would love to get rid of some of this shit. It's been a long tour.
I would love to do that for you.
How long have you been on tour?
6 months.
And you grew that?
A lot of growth for 6 months.
My.
We play a lot of Frisbee.
It's coming out the side of your mankini.
Indeed.
I thought it was a mole.
I thought you had picked up a pet in Tallahassee.
I thought it was my German Shepherd.
I do love the accent. All right, well, rev it up.
Let me have a moment to say goodbye.
That is very quiet.
Technology these days. It hurt.
You broke the blade.
It hurt, but kind of a good hurt.
You want to take it home with you?
It looks fantastic. Are we gonna put some rhinestones there, or would you like some dye, some Rastafarian dye colors?
We're gonna have to do something to get rid of these tan lines.
I have just the thing for that.
What is that?
That is a tan line tongue.
What?
Bam.
It's a machine.
Oh.
It looks like a tongue, and it just
licks away the tan lines.
Licks away the tan lines. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know how this happened, but somehow we're living inside an infomercial. This is no longer the Sexperts.
Well, I would like to take this tan line tongue on the road, and we could sell access to it to our audience. That's like waiting between bands because we can't really fill stadiums anymore, so there's usually like 14, 15 bands with us.
Yeah.
A lot of waiting around, a lot of tan lines.
Yeah, and there it is. That's the sound that it makes.
Sounds like a typewriter, like an old time. Ding.
When it gets to the end of your area.
That's how you know your tan line's done. Listen for the ding.
Oh, wow. You can't even tell.
And also, I can assure you that this is very hygienic. It has been sterilized.
I probably should have asked
because
about that
I know that gonorrhea is prevalent in this area.
Well, that's a good
and in that area, it's
That's a good
not really
transition.
That is where
prevalent.
you get it. That
yeah.
is where
Let
you
us
get
talk
it.
about gonorrhea in 60 seconds. Because, again, it's one of my favorite
Speaking
Nick Cage.
speaking of prevalent, STDs and rodeo.
What do you mean?
We opened up for the U.S. Rodeo Championship.
You are so right. You know what? I had some of my dogs in that rodeo.
Yeah, I remember it was Big Dog Rodeo.
Yeah.
God, we haven't even broached. You are a man of, or a woman of many talents. What about your bodybuilding? We haven't had a bodybuilder on the show
First
just
one,
yet.
and I'm
First
honestly
one.
intimidated.
Oh,
How is that life? What do you do? What does your normal day look like?
well, I started out, I was getting picked on the playground when I was young. I was this scrawny little thing. So I started lifting when I was about 4 years old.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and
What would you lift?
children mostly.
Oh, wow.
That's how I started. And by 5, I could bench press my older brother. He was 25 at the time.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I was a very impressive 5-year-old. So,
Or he was very lanky, one or the other.
so my voice competition was in 1993.
Yeah.
It was the Junior Olympics.
Oh wow!
And I actually am the only person who holds the title of being both the youngest Junior Olympic champion and the oldest Junior Olympic champion.
Wait, what?
You just blew my brain.
How
girl.
does that work?
My most recent Junior Olympic championship was in 2014.
How old are you?
29.
Oh, wait, it checks out.
Are you like this same name as your mom? Is that how you qualify?
Wait, let's talk about what are the other?
That's a junior joke.
God damn. Okay, listen. So I'm sure in your many travels you've come across other very famous bodybuilders. Who have you bested? Who would impress us? It's like, I outlifted blank.
Like Jackie Chan.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The Arnold, the Terminator?
Yeah,
Young Arnold
he
or
was.
old Arnold?
It was young. It was young
Oh my
Arnold.
God.
He was about 7 when I started lifting. So as a 4-year-old, I was able to outlift 7-year-old Arnold
These
Schwarzenegger.
timelines work out.
I'm going to get vulnerable for a minute.
Yes, please.
Young Arnold was a big part of what inspired me to become a sexpert.
How so?
He did some softcore porn
Really?
in the 80s,
Oh my God.
and I heard him say
In the 80s? He was popular in the 80s. Why did he need that?
it was like 80.
Then don't say the 80s. Just say 80s.
Well, the video had to make its way from Europe to my house, so
Title.
it was 83, 84 when I got there. The title was Dick in There.
What? Dick in there?
And his catchphrase throughout the movie was, "You put your dick in there."
Oh, I've seen that one.
And I was like, you know what? I want to learn all the places you can put your dick in. I was inspired.
I
was inspired.
Yogurt. Yogurt.
Bam. There's almost
It's a really good place to put your dick in. So I hear. I don't have.
dairy's the best food group to put your dick in.
Agreed.
I heard he also did a double penetration softcore porn called Dick in There 2. The sequel and double pen. Okay, I'm really proud of that one. Let's move on to our.
So was Arnold.
Oh, speaking of Dick in There 2, actually,
It's not a sequel.
the more genitals you have in an orgy, the more likely you are to get gonorrhea in 60 seconds. And that's our topic of the day, which I do want to get back to because we have a bodybuilder, we have a non-bodybuilder, which is Delilah.
I'm getting sad being at this bay.
Why?
All the blue crabs are gone.
What happened to him?
I don't know. I think some people ate a lot.
Back before the blue crab plight of 2018,
They just descended upon the bay.
I used to train blue crabs in bodybuilding as well.
Oh, I bet they were strong as shit.
They were so strong.
You know that phenomenon where like you put the crabs in a bucket and they won't all just kind of like pile on top of each other and get out of the bucket. They all drag each other down. How does that relate? The crab phenomenon.
Maybe that's what happened to the crabs. They killed each other.
Just a mass suicide or mass homicide.
We should do a fundraiser.
Yeah.
Like a We Are the World for crabs.
For the blue crabs.
We got
the star power with the whalers, so.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'll talk to Damien and Ziggy.
Who's that?
You were the whitest CPM alive. Which is fair because I'm the whitest whaler alive. Damien and Ziggy are a couple of Bob's kids who still play with us sometimes on the
Who's
road.
Bob?
For all my fans that are listening, please forgive him. Bob Marley, bro.
Yeah, I know who Bob Marley is, but how am I supposed to put Bob Marley with the Whalers?
There is only one Bob.
Was that his band?
Yes.
I don't like being condescended to. Did you know this? Did you know this, Ms. Maggiano?
Yeah.
You didn't sound very convinced.
But I do have to say, there is another Bob.
But another Bob Marley?
If you say Dylan,
No.
you can march yourself right out of this bay.
Bob who?
Bob Maggiano.
Okay.
Is that your husband?
My father.
Oh.
My father, yeah. He owns the biggest chain of tanning salons in New Jersey. They are called Big Bob Maggiano's Tanning Salons.
And he also was the one that invented the...
He was.
Wow. He was modeled after his own tongue, apparently.
He did.
Bobby Maggiano.
He had a
Which is gotta-
very
which is-
strong tongue.
It's got to be awkward
God.
to use a licking tool modeled after your dad's.
I wouldn't use any other tongue.
Oh, God.
That's a daughter's love right there.
Oh, my God. Where are all these dogs coming from? Are these your dogs? What's going on? Oh, my God. I am deadly allergic to dogs. Oh, get them away. Ms. Maggiano, get them away.
Ziggy's here. He brought
Sorry.
his dog.
Okay, this is chaos. I'm sorry. We have to end this episode.
Doggies.
Oh, God, my
Get
throat
out.
is closing
Doggies.
up. My
Go.
throat is closing up.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
That's all for the
Get out of
Sexperts.
here.
I'm your host, Dr. John TLD CPM.
And I'm Delilah Hayder and Rastafari.
See you next time.
Bye.
Da-da-to-do, it's simply true, we're the Sexperts.
That's our show. If you like what you heard and you think it was worth $1, join the official Sexperts fan club at patreon.com/Sexperts podcast. A special thanks to the Push Comedy Theater and all of our supporters. Bye-bye.